Coach, what specifically about the offensive line do you want to see improve? What are the areas of concern that you're talking about?
I want to see us do a better job of executing our fundamentals. I want to see us do a better job of doing the things that we emphasize and coach. You know, if we're asking you to do something that we haven't covered, then to me that's on us as coaches. But when there are repetitive things that we emphasize, like pad level, aiming points, and those type of things, we need to do those on a consistent basis if we want to get to where we want to go. And if I didn't think we had a lot of potential there to be good, I probably wouldn't make as big a deal about it this early in the season. But looking down the road, I know that we're going to need to be able to do these little things against good players in order to have a chance to win.
It helps that four of those five guys up front live together, and one of them just told us all we do is sit and talk football. That's got to be pleasing to you.
They're a great group of guys. They respond. They come in. They probably watch film more than anybody, and you know, they know that there's a lot of tough love here when it comes to offensive line play. And unfortunately, the head coach was an offensive line coach, and so they've got, you know, they're in a tough position, but they're tough guys. And if I didn't think they had a chance to be really good, I probably wouldn't be so hard on them.
Central Connecticut offensively, what kind of things do they pose that your defense has to do on Saturday?
Well, we're going to have to be assignment sound. You know, they try to formation you. They do various different things from quarterback run game to zone read. And they also stack the backfield with 3 running backs. They're kind of a 21 personnel team, but also at the same time they have the ability to get in spread and go 10 personnel. They're going to make you defend the field. They're going to make you be assignment sound. And, you know, I expect them to come out and try to formation us and try to get us out-gapped, maybe create some confusion and try to take advantage that way. And obviously, you know, they got a good running back and he's a good-sized guy, and going to feed him the ball and see if we can hold up.
Rick, you talked about the mental preparation, how players should play the game, free their minds, so on and so forth. How much have you seen in discipline of your team with taking the cell phones away Friday night and all that sort of thing?
I love the way our team is prepared, you know. And, you know, we're only 2 games into this thing, but I like the way these guys are prepared. I like the way that we're dialed in on Friday evenings. We are loose, but at the same time we understand the importance. We watch a movie together. We're eating a good quality meal on Friday evenings. And I have a good feeling about the way we prepare. I thought maybe last week, you know, just maybe in reevaluating the whole weekend, thought maybe we might have ate a little bit too much in pregame meal. You know, I mean, I watch what they eat, so I mean, it's just sometimes when you eat too much, you have a little bit of a sinking spell. So I'm going to obviously address that with them. You know, just about, you know, in moderation, and you don't want to eat like it's a buffet at you know, something like that. But you know, just observing that. But I like the way these guys prepare during the course of the week and 48 hours for the game.
Coach, you talked a moment ago about the challenges of Central Connecticut's offense. What about what they do defensively and the challenges out?
Well, defensively, you know, they line up. They like to pressure you a bunch. They like to bring some field pressure. They like to bring some boundary pressure. And I'm sure they have some wrinkles up their sleeve, you know, much like Butler did that they didn't show coming into this football game. But, you know, they'll play some man coverage, and they're going to challenge us. I say, you know, you're not going to run the football here. We're not going to allow you to run the football numerically, at least numbers-wise. And they're going to say you're going to have to get out there and beat press man. And, you know, at receiver, we're going to have to line up, and we're going to work on, obviously, that like we do every week, and we're going to have to win.
Is there any way to gauge the relative skill, physical talent level of Central Connecticut and Butler?
I think Butler was a good football team. I think Central Connecticut has more athleticism. If you're going from top to bottom, I think they're more athletic guys, got a little bit more size there. And, you know, I see them play with confidence. You know, they've got a confident group there, and they'll take some chances on some things. But, you know, they're well coached, and they do some things where, you know, if you're not assignment sound and you're not making the right checks here or there, it could create a problem. And we've got to get to the line of scrimmage and realize what they're doing and look at our indicators and then get the best play on the books and run it.
Eric, do you keep things under wraps at all until conference play, as far as not showing too much?
We're always a work in progress, I guess you would say. You know, we did scouting reports on all of our opponents that we played. So we have a scouting report for everybody that we play. So when we get into game week, we'll pull that out and take a look at it and say, you know, in the spring here, we like this, this, and this against these guys. That still hold true. I think at the end of the day, you have to continually evaluate, do you have your best 11 players on the field? You know, because your best 11 players on the field are going to give you the best chance to win. And we're constantly evaluating that. We've got some positions right now that we expect a little bit more out of. And I would like to see us step up in that regard this week. And I expect us to, you know, in order for us to get where I think we all want to go.
You said you can't look ahead to conference play, but do coaches sit there this week and start preparing for next week?
No, we won't prepare other than, you know, just having the film inputted and data and those kind of things, but nothing from our standpoint. Our focus is strictly on Central Connecticut.
Is receiver one of those positions you want to see more of? Because I mean, you look at Dom, he's been kind of consistent, but
We want to get more production out of our receivers, and you know, Dom's kind of been the bell cow there. We want to get some other guys to step up to the plate and just play like they're capable of there, and that's a position that we feel like we have some talent there, and it's time for those guys to step up. And I think this is a great opportunity this week. You know, they're going to get challenged. At least we anticipate them come out and stepping up to the line and trying to challenge us there. So we got to win some of those one-on-ones. And you know, I think most of the time when you're dealing with young people in this, you know, sport we're in, is guys like to be challenged. You know, and that means you're acknowledging them, you're paying attention to them, and we've put that challenge out there.
Pretty good.